Steve Hellwagon from 24/7 Sports joining us now. Tomorrow, signing day. No big surprises for the Buckeyes. We kind of know where this class is locked in as far as individuals, but where do you think this ranking is going to end up for them?
Well, Whitney, right now they're number 2 in the 24/7 Sports composite, where they take all the different computer rankings and mash them together. Alabama number 1. Ohio State, when it's all said and done, there'll be another signing day in February after the holidays. And if they're able to get Washington defensive tackle JT Tuimoloau, then potentially they would be number 1 in the class rankings. But he is certainly looking at the Buckeyes currently. Be interesting to see what happens with him. But they've got a great class already. 12 national top 100 players from top to bottom. This is just another blockbuster class for Ohio State, and really proves that Ryan Day can carry over the momentum Urban Meyer had.
Absolutely. And one thing that I think is interesting is how many of these guys are going to be coming early. Is that correct, that a decent number are going to be on campus early?
Definitely. 13 of these guys will be enrolling in time for the winter semester in January, which means they'll start off-season workouts. They'll be there for spring football in March and April, the summer conditioning program over the summer. And you hope that it's a true off-season. They didn't have that last year to help with the development of the players because of the pandemic, but potentially they'll have that this year. And a lot of these guys are going to be looking to make an instant impact for the Buckeyes in 2021.
Let's talk about some of those guys. I know one that has everybody's head turned here in Columbus is the young man, Jack Sawyer from Pick North. So what do you think he is going to bring as quickly as he can to this program?
Well, it's high praise to put Jack Sawyer or anybody in that class with a Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, Chase Young. The hope is always there that a young man will live up to that kind of scrutiny. Jack had an amazing junior year at Pickerington North, 16 and a half sacks. He's a guy that could come in and shake things up right away at defensive end. Of course, they lose Jonathan Cooper. Hard to say who else may be going off of this team going forward, but he's a guy that could come right in and make an impact right away as a pass rusher in 2021.
And it definitely seems like Ohio State just bringing in another great class. But are there any areas that you're looking at where maybe they want to bring in some other guys, some transfers, looking at different things moving forward?
Yeah, Whitney, they only bring in 1 linebacker in this class, and they could graduate 4 senior linebackers when you look at the guys who played for the Buckeyes this season. So that is a little bit of an offset. Reed Carrico from Ironton, an all-Ohio player, led his team to a state championship game. A tremendous young linebacker coming in, and remains to be seen if he'll be able to play right away or not. But that's probably an area where they could add to it. They've got Gabe Powers from Marysville in the 2022 class already lined up at linebacker, but that's a position I think you could add to. And JT Tuimoloau from Washington, outstanding defensive lineman, he'd be a great addition to this class as well if he were to sign in February. And as we say, could swing the number 1 ranking for the Buckeyes.
But it looks like tomorrow Georgia could make a push up to maybe jump Ohio State, maybe jump Alabama. Is that true?
Yeah, it's crazy because on signing day, there are always a lot of developments. And what happens typically is guys who have been committed to certain places, like Auburn, that just had a coaching change, could flip and go to other colleges. And when that happens, it jumbles up all of the rankings. Ohio State's class, they don't have to take a back seat to anybody. Clearly the best class in the Big Ten. Michigan is the next best at number 9 in the country. And so everybody in the Big Ten is looking up at Ohio State once again. And this is a class that's going to help Ohio State continue to maintain its dominance in the Big Ten and keep them in contention for national championships, playoff berths in the years to come. So I don't get too caught up in the rankings. I don't worry too much about it. It's the end product on the field that really where it all counts.
All right, Steve Hellwagon from 24/7 Sports. Steve, thank you so much. Tomorrow, not maybe as exciting of a day because we know what's going to happen, but still lots going on.
Yep, great class. It should be a lot of fun to see the letters come in.